Hello everyone, welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Ousty if you're new here, and today I'm going to be talking about 15 tips to start a healthy lifestyle. So I feel like a healthy lifestyle is just known to be something that's hard to do, hard to accomplish. I feel like there's so many influencers out there that are pushing this, and like they're just pushing their own tactics and their own like tips and their own like advice, and it just doesn't work for a lot of people, and then people get discouraged and that whole thing happens. I've been leading a healthy lifestyle probably my entire life. I've been a very health conscious individual ever since I was like 6. I was always like eating healthy foods, and my mom was always like bragging about me to like all of her like friends, like, oh my god, like look at my daughter, she eats olives and she's like 5, and I'm like, oh, whatever. But yeah, I want to give you guys tips that like actually help, because I feel like a lot of people just really struggle with like, I don't know, misinformation about like healthy living. So I have 15 tips, and let's go. Number 1, it is exercise. And by exercise, I don't mean going to the gym, or I mean, by exercise, I don't only mean going to the gym or doing at-home workouts. I mean, or what I recommend is find a sport, find a physical activity that you genuinely enjoy doing and you have fun with. Because you're gonna be consistent with that, because instead of waking up and being like, oh, I have to go to the gym and like basically like be in pain for an hour, I'm gonna go have fun instead. But as you're having fun, you're having physical activity as well. For example, mine is basketball. When I go play basketball, I'm not like, oh, which muscle am I targeting? The only thing on my mind when I'm playing basketball is I want to win. I want to make sure that my shot is absolutely perfect. I want to make sure I cross this girl or guy over. And you're thinking about, like, your mind is kind of like in a different place. Your mind isn't, oh, I'm working out. Your mind is, oh, I'm having fun, and I want to win this game, and I want to improve my whatever it is I want to do on the court. And the thing is, when you're working out, when you go to the gym, and I find that so many people are so inconsistent with going to the gym, because it's hard to find that motivation to wake up and be like, oh, I have to go and drive 15 minutes to go to the gym, and then work out for an hour, and then drive home for another 20 minutes, and then whatever, half of the day is done. And I highly recommend you try to find a sport that you enjoy, whether it be cycling or skateboarding or golfing, basketball, soccer, football, whatever it is. It can even be something so simple like skateboarding. It doesn't seem like it's as a physical activity, but you're outside, you're breathing fresh air, you're still like being physically active. And I find you'll be so much more consistent with having like a physical activity that you enjoy, because you're going to be doing that throughout your whole entire life. And like usually working out phases, like gym phases, don't last very long. Okay, so that's number 1. Make sure you find a sport that you like and play it often. Number 2 is diet. This is really big. This is really big. This is more important than exercise. Reason being, you can exercise 7 days a week if you want, twice a day. But if you're not eating well, you're not going to reap its benefits. So diet's really big, and I'm not saying to go on a fad diet. I'm not saying to go on a low carb, low sugar, keto, vegan, vegetarian. Although one of those might work for you, great, stick to that. But if it's not working for you and you realize that these fad diets are just not for you, they're usually not. It's because you didn't create the diets. Only one person created the diet and was like, oh, this is a good idea, maybe I should tell the world about it because it worked for them. But what makes you think it's going to work for you? Because every body's different, so you can expect someone's diet plan to work for you. And that's why what I recommend is find your own diet and find what works for you. And let's say, for example, oh, like a dairy-free vegan diet. Some people, for example, my friend Laura, I'll link her channel right here. I love her so much. She can eat dairy, as much dairy as she wants, and she doesn't break out. When I eat dairy, I break out. So if we both follow the same diet, and I'm taking dairy out of my diet and so is she doesn't need to take dairy out of her diet. Her body can process it. You know what I mean? Just kind of introduce things slowly into your diet, see what works, see what doesn't work, and make your own diet. Do not follow anyone else's diet, please. You're not going to be consistent with it. And yeah, that's that. Number 3, This is very basic. Make sure you're sleeping. Make sure you are sleeping 8 hours a day. Some people can function off of 5 hours of sleep. I don't think those people are human, but yeah, make sure you're sleeping. And yeah, I don't know. A lot of people just, they think that they have so much things to do in their day that they have to stay up so late, but if you wake up earlier, you're still gonna have that exact same amount of time. And again, if you're, for example, you want to start going to sleep at 10 o'clock, go to sleep at 10 o'clock one day. The next day, you're going to be yawning at 10 o'clock because your body gets used to that really, really, really quick. Your body gets used to sleep schedules really quick. So I highly recommend that. And there's nothing better than waking up to see the sunrise every single day, let me tell you. Okay, sorry, I have my list over here. That's why I'm looking over here. Number 4, so healthy lifestyle is a really big mental thing. You guys need to be working on your mental. For example, I read self-help books. They really help me. I read them 5 minutes before I go to bed. I read at least a couple pages, and that really puts me in that state of mind, that healthy, aware state of mind. And I meditate, I pray, I don't know, I spend time of my day to do these like self-help, like breathing techniques and stuff. And that's how you take care of yourself, because if you're working out every single day and you're eating healthy, but your mind is not there and it's not right and you don't feel good, nothing you do is gonna make you happy. Make sure you work on your mental and just find something that helps you. I'm also gonna make a video on all the self-help books that I recommend, and because they're so good. They literally have changed my life. They've changed my life, and I really mean it. Okay. Number 5, spend more time alone. This is really big. I really struggled with this. I would always make my friends sleep over. I would always have people over. I'd always go out clubbing. I'd always go out to bars. I'd always have to be with people. Like I got my energy off that. Like I was running away from my problems, I guess you can say. And life taught me. Life is going to teach you no matter what. No matter where you go, if you keep trying to running away from your problems, they're gonna be chasing you. So make sure you spend time alone. It's gonna be hard for probably the first couple days, and then you're going to kind of get over that hump, and it's the best feeling ever, knowing that you're comfortable being alone and comfortable being in your own skin. So really set aside time for that, okay? Highly recommend that. Number 6, balance. As much as I'm teaching you guys about like healthy lifestyle and exercise and eating healthy, make sure you're balancing it all, because if you work out 7 days a week, I doubt you're gonna have time to make your breakfasts or lunch or dinners. You're gonna be tired after your workout, whatever. Make sure you balance everything. Also, if you want to go out to a restaurant, don't be like, oh, I'm on a diet, like I can't go out to the restaurant and I have to go to bed early. It's okay if you don't go to bed early 1 day a week. That's fine. You know, like set yourself free, because these diets and these, I hate that they have so much restrictions. I'm like, being a Libra, I'm a very balanced person. So I would say I'm a pretty credited source for balance. So I highly recommend you guys don't overthink diets, don't overthink food. It's actually a lot easier than you guys think. Just balance everything out in your life. Everything's good in moderation, okay? All right, number 7, make sure you guys are cooking your own meals. Not all of them, try to cook most of them, because you're going to appreciate the food so much more, and they are 100 times healthier than buying out. I don't care what anyone says. I don't even care if you're eating burgers or hot dogs or red meat or baking your own pastries at home. That is so much healthier than going to your local bakery, than going to a fast food restaurant for those same things. So I highly recommend you guys make your own meals. And also when you're making your own meals, like it's a more of a meditative experience, because all you're thinking about is the now. You're thinking about making sure you're cutting this up perfectly. You're making sure you set the timer. You're making sure you have all your ingredients. It's a very meditative experience, and it's so good to be in the present moment as much as you can in your life. And usually when you're on the go and at a drive-through, you're not really thinking or thankful for your food. You kind of just eat it because whatever. But if you make the food and know how much effort went into making that food, you're gonna be like, okay, I appreciate this. Like, good job, Osti, you know? Okay, number 8 is about transitioning to a new diet. And diet, I use that word very lightly. Okay, for example, let's say you eat very unhealthy majority of the time. don't just, after watching this video, oh, I'm gonna change all my food into something healthy. Don't do that. You're not gonna be consistent with it. Change one meal out of your day. Let's say it's breakfast. Change breakfast into something healthy, but keep your lunch, dinner, snacks the same. Next day, change your lunch into something healthy. Keep breakfast, dinner, snacks the same. And eventually you're going to find recipes that you like, and you're gonna actually crave those recipes because they make you feel better. So, and then eventually you're going to create this healthy diet that, that works for you, okay? And you're gonna be consistent with. All right, guys, number 9, go grocery shopping alone. Don't wait for your parents to go. Don't wait for your boyfriend or girlfriend to go. Don't wait for your siblings to go. And when you go, spend some time there. You know, walk through the aisles, be very conscious about what it is that you're buying. I am not a big fan of counting calories at all, because everybody's different. So you can't set a certain amount of calorie intake for any one person. But I highly recommend looking at the ingredients of each product. So when you're, you know, looking around, browsing through the sweets aisle or the pastry aisle or whatever, wherever you are, look at the ingredients and make sure that you can read all the ingredients. Make sure there's as little ingredients as possible as well. Like, I love to look at that stuff and to see, okay, what am I eating? What is in here? And also, like, when you go shopping, or when your parents go shopping for you, you don't really know what they're buying. You probably don't like what they're buying, and then you just resort to eating your unhealthy foods. But if you look in your pantry and you see things that you know that you bought, you know you spent money on, and that you like, you're most likely going to eat it. Therefore, I recommend that. Also, I highly recommend going to farmers markets, or maybe a little bit more healthier stores like a Whole Foods or like a Farm Boy, because yeah, it's more expensive, but A, you're getting organic food, and B, yes, you're paying more. Like, for example, when you go to Costco and buy a big loaf of like bread, it's gonna be like whatever, $5. And if you go to Whole Foods and get like Ezekiel bread, which is like $11, you're gonna, first of all, not eat as much of the food, and second of all, you're going to appreciate every single bite. You're not gonna throw anything out. So I highly recommend that. Go grocery shopping. It's a very meditative experience, like I said, and it's definitely going to help you on your health journey. Number 10, pack your own lunches. This is something that I'm very passionate about. I know right now we're all at home, but once things go back to normal, whether you work in an office or whether you go to school, make sure you pack your own lunches, because A, you're gonna save so much money. B, after you eat your own lunches, you're going to feel so good. You're not gonna feel bloated. You're not gonna feel guilty, and you're gonna be filled with so much energy. The thing is, no matter what you make at home, whether it's a burger or whether it's something that's maybe not the healthiest, I promise you it's gonna be at least 10 times healthier than whatever you were gonna buy at the cafe or at a fast food restaurant. And highly recommend that. Okay guys, so number 11, this is a little bit untraditional, but it's very important. Make sure you're cleaning your room consistently. Make sure you clean your room every single day. If you set aside like one day of the week or one day every 2 weeks to like deep clean your room, you're gonna be dreading that day so bad. You're gonna keep pushing it off. But if you clean your room every single day, you won't ever have to deal with going through that. So I highly recommend that. And also, a clean room equals a clean mind. And we spend so much time in our rooms, we need our rooms to be clean, okay? Number 12, make sure you're following uplifting, motivating people on Instagram. We spend so much time on Instagram. You guys need to follow people that are motivating you. Like, I'm sorry, but I do not scroll on Instagram. Like, I appreciate all of you guys posting all your stuff. If I do scroll, it's for like literally 10 seconds and no longer than that, because A, I don't have time for it. B, I'm sorry, I don't like to spread my energy around and like give energy to people that I don't want to give my energy to. When I go on Instagram, yes, I'm very active on it, but I look at my top like 6 stories and I just watch those, whoever they may be. Usually there are like 2 people that are like really influence me, and then there's like other 4 like my best friends, and that's all I do. And the thing is with like having influencers and motivating people on Instagram that you follow, try to not have too many because you're going to space yourself out. Try to have like 1 or 2 and just really follow what they do, really look into what they do, copy what they do if you need to. And I find it really helpful. I'll list mine. Number 1 is a famous YouTuber, Spiritual Soooooo. I love him. He's such a woke guy. If you're watching this video, maybe you're not, but I love you. Number 2 is Sammy Clark. She is a fitness guru and I love watching her videos. Very positive person and I love looking at what she's doing and her food videos, and it really inspires me, blah, blah, blah. Number 13 is reading. So this is something that, to be honest, I don't really like doing, but I love reading self-help books, and that's the only type of book that I will read. And some people like read books for like 3 months and they stop, and then they read books and they stop, read books and they stop. You guys need to be consistent with that too. And for me, what I find is that like I read 5 minutes of my self-help book a day, 3 pages of book, and it literally sets my mood for the day. It's so helpful. Please read. It's so beneficial for you guys. Number 14 is snacking. This is really big thing for me. I snack religiously. I would rather snack than eat a meal sometimes. It's really bad, and I had to work on it, and I did work on it. You guys need to find substitutes for your snacking. Instead of going for a chocolate bar, go for dark chocolate. Instead of going for candy, go for fruit. Eventually you will crave the healthy food. And again, I'm not saying to stop snacking. There's nothing wrong with it. If your body needs snacks, your body needs snacks. Just make sure that they're healthy. And I know a lot of you guys struggle with snacking. Like I made a poll on Instagram asking how many people struggle if they struggle with snacking, and 99% of the people who voted said yes, and then 1% said no. So I know this is something we all need to work on. And guys, it's so much fun finding snacks that are healthy, that make you feel good, that are guilt-free, and you guys need to start introducing them into your diet. And even like baking at home, like simple recipes. I have like such simple recipes on my Instagram. Please go check them out. 4 ingredient, 5 ingredient. They're so quick to make, and like you guys need to do it, because snacking is something that like it can really make you gain weight. It really can, because you're not really conscious when you do it. So if you're eating healthy foods, you're going to really benefit from that. All right, guys, last but not least, you need to create a vision board. I cannot stress this enough. Everything you put on your vision board, you're going to manifest. And people think that manifestation is like this voodoo stuff. It's literally logic. Think of it this way. Let's say you want a red Range Rover. You're gonna cut it out, put it on your vision board. You're going to think of a red Range Rover all the time. You're gonna see it when you're driving. You're gonna see it on Instagram. You're gonna see it everywhere. And when you're working, that's going to motivate you, and eventually you're going to save up that money. Now that you have that money saved up, you're going to go to a car dealership. Which one are you going to go to? Honda, Toyota, Porsche, or Range Rover. You're gonna go to the Range Rover car dealership. And then you're gonna look for a red Range Rover, and there it's gonna be for you, and you're gonna have the money saved up for it. And that's how vision boards work. So make sure you make one. Make sure you buy a Bristol board, go buy some magazines, cut up pictures of everything that resonates with you in that magazine and put it on your vision board. I promise you, you will manifest everything on there. I have manifested everything on my vision board to the point where I've had to change my vision board like 10 times already, because I already manifested everything on there, which is so amazing, and I'm so grateful for it. And I love the way the universe works. So please do that for yourselves. If you guys want to be fit, put a picture of girl with a ripped 6-packed abs on there, you know. You can also make a desktop screensaver. Go on canva.com, go on Pinterest, find a bunch of pictures, put it all together in a collage, and make that your desktop screensaver. So whenever you go on your laptop, you open your laptop and you see your vision board. It's really amazing. So I highly recommend that. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope these tips are helpful, because I've been leading a healthy lifestyle for so long, and I've been using all of these tips. And I know they're tried and true. So I hope that they help you guys, and please let me know if which one of them stands out to you most. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.